Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be discussing my worries for Aespa's future. SM released a statement that Aespa's second comeback for this year was pushed back again to sometime in 2023. When this news was released, myself and many other mice are very nervous for the group's future. As we know, SM has a history of not promoting older artists the way they should be. Even though Aespa is only rookies with barely being in the industry for 2 years now, we are already seeing this happen. It seems like SM is starting to treat even a newer girl group the same. Girls only had about a week of promotion, with barely any music shows. When I look back at Next Level, Savage, and Black Mamba promotions, there are way more than Girls and Illusion had. It's disappointing, especially since this comeback, we had no encore stage. The girls would have slayed that. It honestly makes me really sad to know that because they didn't have many performances, they are starting to be pushed into SM dungeon. This comeback being pushed when they are already only releasing songs once a year. Although I'm glad the girls get to rest and see their families, they should also be having more comebacks. Twice a year is a reasonable amount. They would get to have some months in between to rest and then release something new. Aespa right now don't have a stable fan base because of being a newer group. Holding back comebacks makes some fans uninterested, and they'll eventually become uninterested and leave the fan base. If this continues to be the case, Aespa will start to become forgotten, not only from fans, but from SM as well, and so far, SM is starting to. I believe they push back the comeback to focus on the new girl group they plan to debut. This is just another step in Aespa being pushed aside. I wish they would wait at least another 2 years to debut another group, to give Aespa 4 years at least of being in the industry. This would allow Aespa to continue to solidify their fans, release more music, and have 2 comebacks a year. As it is right now, they have a small amount of songs and no full album. SM should focus on releasing that first. We might never get a full one till late next year or even 2024. It's not like SM doesn't have the money to do so. They have more than enough to. Why they don't release one yet is never going to be answered fully, and it's very disappointing. These girls have worked so hard to debut, just for barely any music, and to be pushed aside. I don't want Aespa to be lead into a Blackpink situation, which I fear is what SM is going for. Although Blackpink has created a huge profit out of making fans wait, they had already a stable fan base with 5 years now in the industry. They already had loyal fans. Although mice are loyal right now, like myself, the Korean audience is very tough and picky when it comes to these things. Yes, Aespa can still be popular worldwide, but they are still a Korean group and SM is still located in Korea. It is better to have your country support first than worldwide. This way, it helps bring more success and a stable career. I just fear that with the way things are going, people will lose interest and in turn, trying for worldwide success won't be as stable. Aespa would be so much more successful if they had more comebacks. Girls' album already had 1 million pre-orders, which is a big accomplishment. They are already breaking records. If the company had used this wave of interest in the group more, who knows what else they could accomplish. Even though Girls' album did well, many still didn't like Girls. I had saw someone saying that a new comeback would save some of the slack the song got, and they are right. If they released a good title track right now, they would at least go on hiatus for a bit with a solid song. This would also keep people's interest. Now they will look forward to future releases instead of having a long break with a song they thought was mediocre. Even if SM chose to release new songs in February or March of next year, that would be understandable, and I feel like that could do well. But to wait until June, I feel like that is too long. I can see being scared to release anything this month or next month as Blackpink's album is coming out, and any group will have a hard time competing against them. But early next year should be fine. As a fan, I get sad having to see other groups release things, and seeing one of my faves doing almost nothing. I feel like at this point YG has had too much influence on how K-pop is heading. I think these companies see how much money they make and try to replicate that success. These idols end up becoming more of a model than an actual idol. If they wanted to do that, they could have just became a model. Simple as that. But they didn't, and yet they're being treated as one. This honestly needs to stop. The girls deserve more activities and music. Although I don't think Aespa will ever become unsuccessful, I think that how far they could reach is being inhibited. Not only the mess of waiting so long, the lip sync problem has gotten out of hand too. And yes, I do stan them, but I can recognize things that need to change, this being one of them. We all know that they heavily lip sync. Now if it is because of the girl's own decision, or SM, we'll never know. But I can say confidently that my guess is, it's the company. We've seen an increase in idols from SM not singing live anymore these recent years. All of SM idols can sing amazing and have beautiful voices. So why are they not singing live? Now I know it is better to have a few where you don't sing, to help save your vocal cords, and importantly with having high notes. A lot of artists have had surgery because of swollen vocal cords. It's a good thing to rest them every once in a while. But then again, to never truly sing live unless you're at Coachella or the LA Sync, then why even debut a group? At that point, just debut the AI and have someone sing over a recording. Getting to hear your fave artists sing live and enjoy the performance is a great experience. I have so much fun hearing them sing. The girls have great voices too. The clips we do have, they sound so amazing and we all want to hear more. We know they can do it. The girls at times look very bored as well to keep faking singing, and I understand them. It's time to let them show their vocals more. It also helps them gain more practice. They spent all that time training dancing and singing, so to stop them from solidifying that kind of gets rid of all the training. By now they could have gotten over nerves, become stable while doing the choreography, and also show haters what they can really do, which has always been a big topic for haters to attack them. And SM keeps giving them reasons too. I feel if they started to sing live, they could become one of the best stage presence groups right now. Coachella they slayed, but will we ever get to see interesting, amazing stages? Who knows? We don't fully know what SM has planned, but I can still make a good guess. I would be pleasantly surprised if things changed for them. What I'm mainly worried about is SM eventually putting the group on hiatus for years. Even though some have come back this month, we don't know when the next one will be, or if there will even be one. I honestly feel like SM is bored of Aespa right now. I think they don't know what to do with the group's direction. Their concept is very intricate and I understand it is time-consuming to create, but you would think they would be creating stuff already. And if they are, why the hold up on it? Which is what we are all confused on. Sad thing is, we will never know for sure, and be always worried for the girls. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this situation? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let's just hope my prediction and feelings are wrong. Let's hope to continue being Mize and having a long time with them.